안녕. 안녕하세요, everybody. Today's Friday. We're feeling good. And on Fridays, I like to do something a little bit greasy. You know, it's just Monday through Thursday was healthy and balanced. And Friday, we got to get something fried. So today, I'm going to teach you how to do kkanpunggi. And kkanpunggi, it's one of those dishes that I always want to eat, but it's expensive. It's like $20 or $30 at the Chinese, Korean restaurants. And normally they do it chicken, but no. The best way is to do it with shrimp. Juicy shrimp, marinated in that sauce. Look at that. So the first step in kkanpunggi, I love that extra crispy skin on the outside. And to achieve that, we're going to use starch powder. I'm going to use potato starch powder, but you can use cornstarch powder. We're going to do 4 tablespoons in. It's 1. And the 4th tablespoon. Good. Then just add in some water. It doesn't matter how much. Give it a mix. And then we're going to let it rest for 10 to 15 minutes. And the water will separate from the starch and we'll be left with the starch paste. So anytime you're frying something and you're gonna cover it with like a seasoning or a glaze, it's best to go with starch powder. If you just use regular breadcrumbs, it gets soggy and nasty and everyone cries. So this is gonna be a communal dish, all right, where you have to share. So we're gonna do around 20 to 25 pieces of shrimp. You can switch this up with around 600 grams of chicken thigh meat, all right? That chicken thigh meat is good. Very easy for the shrimp, flavor in the heads. And you can save this for making broth, like amazing 된장찌개. Then we'll take off all the shells up to here. We'll save this last part. And this is like the perfect time to invite your sibling or someone you don't like to the kitchen to help you. And so we have this little part left over. And with shrimp, at the very end, you'll see this little bee stinger. That's what I call it. Ow! Simply just tear that part off. And that's because this thing has liquid inside of it. So when you go to fry it, that's where it comes from. And now let's devein the shrimp. Tell the shrimp to put its back into it. A little bit of tension and run your knife right down the middle. And this guy has been eaten. Let's take out the poop track and then just gently guide your knife down the middle. Don't go all the way through. And this is called butterflying a shrimp. This way you get more surface area. And now we have to repeat for all of this. What I usually do, Katie! I finally finished. And this one, it took me around 30 minutes to do all this. And now I realize what a lot of the restaurants do chicken versions of kkanpunggi instead of the shrimp. It's just a lot of prep time. You see all that good orange goodness? Perfect for broth. I'm gonna just save it in a Tupperware. All right, into the freezer. So in a few minutes, we're gonna make this tangy soy sauce, but we wanna freshen that up with a few fresh ingredients. Let's start with 4 cloves of garlic, thinly sliced into chips, 2 Korean Cheongyang chili peppers. This one is like equivalent to a jalapeno. I'm gonna use 2, but you can use 1. And then we're gonna use a mild red chili pepper. This one's not spicy at all. This red color balances out the green and just makes the dish look really nice. I have 1/4 of an onion. Just cube this one up as well. And then of course our forearm piece of spring onion. Maybe some hands this time. All right, good. Our aromatics are done. 3 tablespoons of soy sauce. It's 1 and 3. 2 tablespoons of oyster sauce, 1. 2nd tablespoon in. 2 tablespoons of sugar, that's 1 and 2. 1 tablespoon of honey, so the sauce thickens up. 2 tablespoons of vinegar to build that tangy kick, that's 1, that's 2. Then 3 tablespoons of water, and 3. And then some black pepper. About a few shakes, good. All right guys, and then our shrimp, look, it just looks so beautiful. We're gonna add a little bit of seasoning, just a sprinkle of salt over each one, not too much because we have that soy sauce glaze, and then a little bit of black pepper as well. And now if you look at that starch mixture, you see it's separated. So we'll empty out the water, crack the egg white into here. This is gonna be very tough, but you wanna mix it together. There's nothing that my mini little tool can't handle. Come on, buddy, come on. And once it gets going, it's a lot easier. Everyone into the pool. You get everything thoroughly coated. That looks good, guys. I think we're ready to fry. And how I usually tell if the oil's ready, I put a wooden chopstick in, and you see that there's a good amount of oil bubbling up. All right, so we'll put one in. All right, and take a look at that. That looks good for the first fry. Guys, I know you're tempted, but just wait. One more fry. And for the second fry, raise the temperature of the oil. All right, just a few seconds. All right. And now with that double fried, that tail part is so crispy too, you can just eat the whole thing. Next, let's put a large frying pan on medium heat. 3 tablespoons of chili oil. 1 tablespoon of just regular oil. All right, get the two working together. And once it's hot, let's add in our spring onions. And once you see all that spring onion getting infused into that oil like that, then let's add in all of our aromatics. Nice, it's a beautiful color, guys. And then we're gonna keep mixing around maybe for 1 minute. Get all of that flavor coming out of the chili and the garlic. Once you see that the whole dance floor is dancing, let's get our soy sauce marinade, mix it up, and drop it in. And now in essence, we just put 2 parties together. One was the spicy side and the other was the salty, passive-aggressive side. Let's let this reduce until it starts becoming very bubbly. Now you can see it's very bubbly, like almost like a glaze. Add in our double fried shrimp. All right. Oh my gosh. Look at that. The Kkanpunggi shrimp is ready. My goodness. Just a touch of sesame seeds on top. I'm gonna take a bite. Oh my god, game over. Game over. I gotta eat this with some rice. Let me take a bite. This is like a 2 thumbs up. No, like a 4 thumbs up, y'all. You get the saltiness from the soy sauce, the tartness from the vinegar, a little bit of sweetness from the sugar and honey, and then you get that spice kick from the and then all wrapped into like 2 or 3 seconds. Pretty amazing. Panda Express, call your boy. We work on a deal.